The insanity drives me crazy when I listen to so many women destroy perfectly good marriages just because a man decides to relieve himself outside of his marriage, because that's technically all it is. Let's look at every one of the rom-coms that you've ever watched. Let's look at every situation where you see someone, whether it's the male or female, who has cheated, right? Who has stepped out, who has exercised options, whatever you want to call it. What is the first thing after the crying has subsided, after the anger? Oh, how could dare you? How dare you? After that's finished, what is the first thing the woman asks?
Do you love her?
What?
I just want to...
Why would you ask me that?
That's the first thing every woman asks. You know why? Because it is not the fact that he stuck his penis in another woman. You wanted to know if the man had emotionally disconnected from you, because you know that that's when you lost your man. If the man says no, you know that you still have him. And that's all you should care about. That's it. If he says yes, you know you've lost him. That's when the pain comes again. But the act of sticking his penis into another woman isn't your biggest problem. The biggest problem is your pride. That is it. To think that this man didn't value your box and put it on its pedestal and wait for when you wanted to give it to him, whenever you wanted to give it to him, because it's your body, your choice, right? Think about it. Let's just cap it down to 10 billion sperms bubbling inside your man every day. Your hole isn't that special. He loves you. He will protect and provide for you. But the man has other needs, biological needs, that it's very difficult for him to control. And if he has options, only if he has options, I can assure you, my friend, he's going to use it. And if you go and find another man who's just as desirable, you're going to have the same outcome. And I know that these men are going to try to say, dude, shut up. I know a lot of my higher value men are going to be going, boss, why are you telling women this shit? Why are you telling them that this is what we're going to do? Ladies, I just got to be straight up with you. And gentlemen, yes, I'm breaking the code, but it's already out there because these women are experiencing it all the time. We exercise options. You're 6 foot tall and over. You got a good body. You're making your 6 figures. You're an A-type, hard-working personality guy. Okay? Shit's happening. The opportunities are going to be throwing themselves at you. Now, of course, you ladies are going to come at me, well, if he can do it, I can do it. No. If you want total and utter destruction of your marriage, your mental health, try that shit. It's not the same. You women keep coming with this shit thinking that you could be men. Let's look at the opposite side of the fence. Women do not have sex with other men when she's married, when she's committed, because she's just horny or she needs to blow her load. It's something mentally wrong at that point. Either you are for the streets, meaning you have had way too much pounding back in your day.
Oh, there's like a bonding hormone, and it's the more partners you sleep with, the less you release that hormone. So a lot of times, like when girls say that, it's like they've had a lot of partners, so they don't release the hormone as much anymore.
Yeah,
wow.
That's probably where I'm at.
Wow.
I mean, oh, you didn't know that?
That makes so much sense.
And you're addicted to that shit, where you need that high from 5, 6, 7 different men. I've seen these women, been there, done that. And this poor man that you have didn't know you were for the streets. Because once a woman goes down that road where she's had multiple, because once a woman goes down that road where she has multiple amount of men in the past, it's very difficult for her to cure that disease, because that high that she gets from every single man that has pumped it, that's addictive. And the issue with that now is that she cannot pair bond. She cannot pair bond with her husband the way she should. That's dangerous for a man. That's why I always say it's very difficult to turn a hoe into a housewife. Extremely difficult. That's why men should not and do not marry hoes. Because he knows he cannot get that woman to pair bond with him. He knows that trying to get her to have monogamy with him for a continuous period of time is futile. He knows this. That's why, ladies, it's important you do not go down the whole road.
She loves you, though. Why would you do this?
She's not my daughter. Why would you do this? Why would you cheat?
I didn't cheat.
Why would you cheat on me?
I didn't.
That's proof right there. DNA test. Nevaeh is not my daughter.
But babe, really? Out of all days, you had 3 years to give this to me. Now you want to give this to me?
All right, listen. You and Nevaeh got to the end of the month to get out of my house.
Cooper versus Cooper. When it comes to the paternity of 1-year-old Mr. Cooper, you are not her father. Mr. Kern, you are not the father. Mr. Stewart, you are not the father. Don't clown. Don't clown. Don't you dare clown in here. Miss Fisher, there's something going on. You're just making babies. Mr. Tidwell, you are not his father.
That's why, ladies, it's important that you do not go down the road of being a hoe. It's not only for the fact that the man is gonna not want you, it's for the fact that you will find it very difficult to pair bond with one man. Because the second something goes wrong in your marriage, oh, he didn't take the garbage out. Oh, he didn't pay this. Oh, he didn't take me on this vacation. Boom, it triggers something in you. I'm gonna go and get some dick. Yeah, it's that simple. The minute you feel that you're not getting what you want in your marriage, and this will happen 110% of the time, it will happen where you're not happy in your marriage. It will happen. Because marriages go in cycles. Some days it's down, some days it's up. Some weeks it's down, some weeks it's really high. And it's a constant ebb and flow. The issue is, when those days are down, you're going to be looking to get that high. It's like an ex-drug addict or an alcoholic who basically said, hey, I stopped drinking and I'm no longer an alcoholic. You know you're still an alcoholic. Every alcoholic knows that there's no such thing as they're cured. They all know that they're living day by day and that the goal is not to even screw up once. Once you screw up once, it starts to slide downhill. So, all I'm saying to you ladies, if you think that you're going to have a good man and he step out and you divorce him, you leave him, and then you're going to get a better option at a later year in life with an older body, older mind, and more pain and suffering. In other words, more damage, with more psychological damage and trauma, as you like to call it, with a child, that you're going to step out and get something better, that some other sucker that you want is going to take up that slack. Come on, man, get real. The issue is, and the simple answer is, you sit your husband down and say, listen, how are we going to work this out? Because I don't like the idea that you're doing this. Tell me how I can help you solve this problem. I love you, but I don't want you to cheat. So you tell me how we going to fix this. How are we going to fix it? That should be your solution. Not stepping away from the marriage. Sitting down with a therapist, having conversations. This is how you fix it. But leaving your marriage because of him stepping out, exercising an option, my dear, you're looking at a very bleak future. Trust me, I know. The chances of you finding another man like the one you just found, or better, because you're not going to want a man like that, right? You're going to want a better one. Slim to none, because most of those men are now married and moved on. Divorce, come with more baggage, meaning other ex-wives, etc., etc. So you're going to be stepping into a situation which is not like yours. For some reason, women just have this idea that they could just start over at any age. The most delusional and bizarre thing that I see with a lot of women, especially as they get into their 30s, 40s, and 50s, that they think that they're still hot, that they're going to get a man like the man they just left. Never happens. Never. And for those few exceptions, those that won the lottery, that's the only ones that women talk about. Women never talk about the hundreds, thousands to one odds of you finding a better husband than the one you had when you're older and more psychologically damaged. Tell me how that makes sense. It doesn't. All right, guys, I'm going to end it here. So please subscribe. Let me know what you guys think. Let's have a discussion. And of course, gentlemen, because most of my followers are men, pass this video on to other women who are thinking with this stupid mentality. So hopefully, we can save a few marriages and keep a few women in marriages so that couples can actually start working it out. That is my goal. My goal is to keep couples together. I am pro-marriage. Let me repeat that. I am pro-marriage. I feel that it is failing in the West because of the laws and the feminism that has infiltrated the female mindset. It's not good for marriages. I'm trying to help women to not be lonely when they're my age, to not fall into this trap that the Birkin bag in the car is going to cure their loneliness when they put their head down on that pillow at night when they're alone, or when they just got beaten out by some younger guy right next to them that's going to get up in the morning and leave, or worse, he's leaving that same night. I'm trying to help you ladies avoid that. Okay, so pass this video on, and of course, I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.